The unchallenged body softens, the unchallenged mind weakens, the unchallenged soul rots. That's at the top of page 1 of my new book, Soul of the Lifter. Here's the key point. Instead of calling it chapter 1, I called it chapter 20 for a reason. There's a reason why it's called chapter 20. First of all, I'm trying to prove one point. I'm trying to prove a point that I have based my entire football coaching career on, and it's challenged conventional thinking to see if it's actually the truth or not. I've used football as a forum for that. Back in the mid-1980s when I started my head coaching career, I came up with a protocol. And in that protocol was code of conduct. I said, there'll be no wild celebrations. None. No wild celebrations, and there's a reason for it. I said, wild celebrations signify that you've done something so unique, unexpected, the chances are you're not going to do it again for a long time. So when you score a touchdown in football, and here's a metaphor for life. If in football you start celebrating every time you score points, that shows some negative messaging. Number one, if you score points, it shows that you rarely score points, that you're inept. If you have wild celebrations after every single time you do something routine that's expected, that's part of your job, it sends out a message that we're so inept as a team that we have to celebrate wildly after every single time we do something that's expected. Scoring points in football is expected. You have to, that's part of your job. Number two, if you celebrate wildly, it pisses off the other team to say, you showing me up? Are you guys showing me up just because you did something routine? It sends a message of belittling the opponent. You just scored points out, that's enough. You don't have to really jumping around and crying and dancing. You don't need to be doing that. The third thing, by not celebrating, you're showing, A, it is routine, it's expected, and I'm going to be doing it again. I have been there before, I'm going to be there again. It's a powerful message to not celebrate. Not celebrating, that's why I put it in the protocol, sends out a message. But it's not only a message to the opponent, it's a message to yourself and to the team. It's like a contract, it's a promise. I promise I'm going to be there again. I promise I've done it before, and I'm going to be there. I promise it's going to be a routine. It makes us all feel good. We moved up the division, there was a David versus Goliath. We were the David, we were playing Goliath. Sure enough, it worked. When you ask David to stand in front of Goliath, as long as David's got 5 smooth stones, that's what he brought with him. 5 receivers. For those of you who are not football fans, it has to do with offensive theory. If you bring 5 smooth stones and you work out the weight room, you can stand up to Goliath. But here's another thing. When you call out the beast, you can call out your own beast that are working out in the weight room. Positive, guaranteed fact, but you gotta work out. We worked out. We were committed in the weight room. Guess what happened? We beat one Goliath, we beat another Goliath, and all of a sudden, game 3, we were playing the Goliath. Our school had never beat them. All of a sudden, we were up. We were up by over 2 touchdowns. We're on now on their 33-yard line in the 4th quarter. I called for a field goal. I made the call. Field goal team. Our kicker was the most beast-like running back. He started as a scrawny, bad attitude kid early on in his high school career. He turned himself at the original Fitness into a beast on the field, an unstoppable running back. Scored at will. That's the whole point of working out. It tilted the playing field. All of a sudden, David became a Goliath. We were so far out in front, we were dominating the game. Our kicker ran out the field. Who's our kicker? The dominant running back. Who's the kicker? He kicked a 33-yard field goal. For those of you who are not football fans, football is a tough sport. Everybody likes to pride themselves on this battle of collision. 2 sides colliding, smashing into each other. Kicking, the ball gently sails over everybody's head, shoes upright, and you get 2 points. Our kicker through the uprights, got 3 points. The team that had never violated my anti-celebration rule all of a sudden went nuts. They went crazy. They celebrated wildly like they had just won the lottery. But they went berserk. They went hysterical. A referee actually threw a flag for delayed game. My team wouldn't actually go line up to kick off because they were hugging and rolling on the ground because they kicked the ball over these people's heads. And for some reason that ignited the celebration, whereas for 3.5 quarters where they had mercilessly pounded the ball through them, pummeled them, no celebration. Got in the end zone, no celebration. Kicking the ball softly and gently through the uprights, wild celebration. At the end of the game, we won. It was a transformational game. As I said earlier, David now became Goliath. I made an announcement. I said, congratulations, you're now Goliath. I said, however, if people are disappointed in this celebration, I said, no more kicking, ever. No more punts, no more field goals, no more point after, never. I said, on 4th down, we're going for it anyway. My team said, oh, great. Because they love tough talk. They love tough coaching. Here's the problem. Don't blink. When you say you're going to do it, don't blink. My team bought into it. I never blinked. I lived up to it. 10 years later, 4th down on our 2-yard line in a very big game. A rookie quarterback who was the epitome of respectful quarterbacks. I called the timeout and I said, streak's over, you got to kick. 4th down on our 2-yard line. We're kicking. He said, no. He defied my call. He said, no, I'm going for it. I'm not going to kill the streak. He refused to kill the streak. He did not want to be responsible for the guy who killed the streak because every year I said, no one wants to be the guy who kills the streak. He walked out in the field and I thought to myself, what an idiotic call I just made. Kick. We don't even kick. We don't practice punting. We don't have a kicker. Who's going to kick? The quarterback's going to kick. We're going to do something that we've never repped out, which is contrary to my number 1 rule. Do what you rep out the most. Do what you rep out the most. Conversely, don't do what you never rep out. And I'm yelling kick. Kick where? Kick to who? For what reason? We are experts at 4th and long. Sure enough, 4th and long. Actually, it's 4th and 17. He gets the first down. With room to spare for 33-yard passing catch. First down. No one heard the conversation. No one heard me blink. So everybody's going, Coach, man, what a call. What a phenomenal call. You know the quarterback not once ratted me out. The quarterback never ratted me out. I blinked and nobody knew about it. The legend grew. 2 years later, 4th down on 0-3. A different quarterback. The similarities between these 2 quarterbacks were incredible. Phenomenal quarterback, great person. I called timeout and I said, I whispered to him, streak's over, punt. He said, no, I'm not punting. I'm not going to be the guy to kill him. Turn around and left. Same thing happened. Deja vu all over again. I said, a voice in my head said, what did you say? You told him to kick? We don't practice kicking. We don't have a kicker. We've never repped out kicking. And you're telling him to do something we've never repped out. And I realized how foolish it was because I blinked. Same thing happened. 26-yard completion. First down. The referee jogged by. The referee actually said, Coach, what a call. Great call. My team all walked by. They filed by. They said, Coach, awesome call. Great call, Coach. Quarterback never ratted me out. 2 different quarterbacks knew I had blinked. Not one ratted me out. They let the legend continue. To be continued.